Hi everyone, today is peppersoup egusi from Jeje Food, and you can order online on Etsy. I'm going to show you all the ingredients that we're using. First is the egusi itself. It has already been blended. And then we have the palm oil, Nigerian palm oil. Using crayfish, blended crayfish, parsley leaf, bitter leaf. This has already been pre-soaked and washed. We have it on Jeje Food. Onions, pepper mix, which is cayenne pepper and bell pepper. So for this quantity, I'm using 1 cayenne pepper and 1 bell pepper, and then the fresh fish, which is mokere. And this is like leftover stock fish and meat. So I'm going to use that. That is my pepper soup spice. Yes. Salt. Always go with any food. And then we have the Maggi to add flavor to our food. The Maggi that I use is the Maggi crayfish. It's optional. You can decide to use the Knorr chicken cube, the Knorr Maggi. Yeah, so this is the one I always use, and I pound it in the tiny mortar and scoop. Then use water. That's like 2 cups of water, okay? And then lastly, we need our spatula. We're not going to be using regular spoon, so that way we can use spatula to stir so it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pot. We turn on the pot and make sure that the pot is dried. Make sure your pot is dried. And then I'm going to pour 1 cup of palm oil into the pot. After pouring the palm oil, turn off the stove because we are not frying the oil. You fry oil when you want to cook stew, but not when you want to cook soup. So after turning off the stove, mix the egusi paste, and I will show you in this video how to maintain the right consistency. So please watch carefully. That's the onions that I'm going to add into the egusi. And some water. So about the consistency, as you can see in the video, the consistency of the egusi is very light. It's so light, it's not thick. This needs more egusi. Add some more. This time I'm adding about 2 spoonfuls and see if it brings a good consistency. There you go. So it's not too watery. It's now okay. I'll stir the egusi and mix it with the onion. Turn on the stove, put it on medium, and pour your egusi paste into the palm oil. Remember what I said, you don't fry the palm oil. You put it in a dried pot and pour your egusi paste into it immediately, okay? After doing this, I'll get my spatula, the one I showed you, and I'll start stirring the egusi so that it doesn't get burnt. You don't want your egusi to stick to the bottom of the pot, okay? So you keep stirring it until the moisture in it gets dried up. Then you pour your pepper mix. After pouring your pepper mix, you will stir it and make sure that it is well cooked. This is usually done for about 3-4 minutes. Then next, I'm gonna add my pepper soup spice. For quantity to use, I recommend using 1 spoon, but I used 1.5 spoon in my own case because I love pepper soup spice. I love the aroma it brings to your soup. So I'm gonna stir it, and then I'm gonna add crayfish. For quantity of crayfish, I recommend 2 spoons or 1.5. It depends on how much you love crayfish to be in your soup. Next, I'm going to put my fresh fish into the soup. And also add my leftover stock. Add some water and then add my leftover stock to it. Interesting thing you need to know about fresh fish is you be careful not to stir it too much so it doesn't break apart. So instead, I'll just do my pot that way, like you can see in the video. Shake my pot just to make sure that the rest of the content mix together. Okay, add a little bit of water and then I will stir it. Remember, throughout this process, the total amount of water you are using is 2 cups. So I'm just going to add my Maggi. For this quantity, I recommend using 2 spoons of Maggi. But if you're not a person that loves too much salt or stuff like that, 1 spoon is okay. Then I put a little bit of salt into my food, because egusi itself is already naturally sweet, so you don't need too much of everything. I will shake my pot just to get the mixture mixed together. Cover the pot and allow it to stand on medium for about 5-7 minutes. I'll come back. As you can see in the video, the mixture does have the oil beginning to rise at the top. So the trick about cooking soup is to know if your soup is ready. You wait until the oil is appearing at the top. If you still have bubbles in your soup is not ready. So as you can see in the video, the oil is beginning to rise at the top. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to add the vegetable, starting with the bitter leaf. We have bitter leaf on our online store, so you can go there and order. Very good. I'm also going to add the parsley leaf. Parsley leaf is very good. It's the first time I'm trying parsley leaf on egusi, and I think I will like it. After doing that, I'll get my spatula and spread the vegetable into the soup. Make sure everything gets properly mixed. I recommend stirring from the side instead of just pouncing directly from the middle, just to continue keeping the fresh fish intact. After doing this, I'll cover my pot and allow it to stand for about 5-7 minutes. When I come back, what did you see? The oil is already at the top. So now the egusi is ready. Ready to go. Let me know what you think about this video. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, subscribe and share. I hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know in the comment section. Until next video, please stay safe and keep enjoying this content. This can go with swallow, like fufu or pando. Thank you so much for watching.
You're my sweetest addiction, you're my strongest inspiration, and I love